live WISPAPALOOZA. This is CVTV, and we have with us a representative from FiberLight. We have Mr. Bart Rogers. Bart is the Director of Products with FiberLight. How are you doing today, Bart?
Doing great, enjoying the show. Came here for Master Monday and enjoying now that the exhibits are open.
Well, there's a lot of energy on the floor here today. What's it like to be back?
It's great to be back. I hear they're going to come close to hitting their record high as far as attendance, so hopefully that comes through. So excited that people are coming back and be able to come together and get business done.
Would you be able to tell us a little bit about FiberLight for maybe those who aren't quite so familiar?
Sure. FiberLight is a network service operator, and we have network infrastructure in Texas and in Florida, in Atlanta, the Northern Virginia and Maryland area, and provide network services and certainly service the WISPs that are close to our network infrastructure and in those markets.
Well, what would you consider to be some of the key advantages that FiberLight brings to the table?
Well, I'll tell you what, you take a look at what's happened over the past 2 years, and it's been really incredible. Several years ago, you heard about digital transformation, the Industrial Revolution, and the pandemic just completely accelerated all of that to happen. The workforce became completely distributed, people were leaving offices, and as a result of that, they needed to rely a lot more on mobile network operators to be able to provide the connectivity needed to make business happen. WISPs were a critical piece of that, and I'm excited about the fact that we've got the network infrastructure in place that was already built out in a lot of different areas to these WISPs for them to be able to provide the network that they needed to serve their end user customers. And I think that's been really the thing that's been our advantage out there, is we had the network infrastructure and already the focus in place to be able to serve wireless with mobile network operators.
Now, certainly a lot is in place, as you mentioned. Recent piece of news, though, FiberLight being acquired by Morrison Co. What's the impact on the products and services from that end?
Well, that's an exciting development at this point in time. They are a global infrastructure investment firm, and they have focused on digital and renewable sectors. So we're excited about their investment in us, and what that means for us in the industry is, hey, we're going to be growing. There's going to be an expectation of growth and investment with us that I think is going to last 5 to 10 years. And that's going to be able to take us, I anticipate, of just growing extensions off of our network. But in addition to that, coming into new product and service areas. Yeah. We'll have to wait and see whether that's strictly on the infrastructure side or maybe a little bit more on the enterprise side. But that's the excitement that's taking place. But the one thing you can anticipate is a great deal of growth that's going to be coming out there, and I certainly hope that that's going to mean a lot more of being able to serve the WISPs in that entire community.
Well, you referenced the excitement. What capabilities for FiberLight are you most excited with kind of moving forward? I guess what makes FiberLight stand out in the industry, really?
Well, we've got various types of network infrastructure services to be able to deliver the types of services that are appropriate for any level of customers' business needs, particularly on the WISP side. So whether that is dark fiber type of connectivities and assets, or that's managed wave services, being able to deliver 10, 100 gig wave capabilities from POP locations and towers back to other POPs or data centers or anywhere else in the world that it needs to go. Also rate limited Ethernet services as well, so if you need something that is not as high speed as wavelengths, but more Ethernet-based services that can operate in the 1 gig areas. And in addition to internet connectivity, that's going to be necessary to be able to serve their end users.
Well, there's certainly a lot going on there. What about FiberLight's capabilities gets you the most excited? What makes it stand out in the industry?
Well, I like the services that we are able to provide really across the board. And so when you think of FiberLight, be thinking of us as being able to provide dark fiber connectivity to our customers, but in addition to that, we provide lit transport that's inclusive of wavelength services, metered Ethernet services, so Ethernet services that can be delivered at 1 gig, 10 gig. We can talk to customers and put together the right solutions for them for that. In addition to internet connectivity, to be able to serve the different WISPs in their towers.
All right, very good. And I know for more information, you can always go to FiberLight.com. There's also a special landing page with stuff related to WISPA, I believe.
Yes, after the website /WISPA 2022.
All right, there you have it. And live from WISPAPALOOZA on behalf of FiberLight, this has been CVTV. Thanks for checking us out.